Hello everybody, my name is Nicola and welcome back to my channel. I blog at thefrugalcottage.com, all about budgeting, money saving, investing and lots of things in between. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. So today's video is a new one. I thought I'd share with you my side hustle income. Now this is something that I'm trying actively to grow because I work part-time and our household income is fairly low really, so I'm trying to grow my side hustle income so that we can kind of reach our early retirement goals on track, so like to keep on plan with those. I will leave a link below to our early retirement blog post if you don't know about that already. Feel free to have a read and see if you can do it for yourselves. But yeah, so I thought I'd share with you what I've made extra in the month of January. So this comes from there's 5 different sources this comes from, all to do, well, mainly to do with my blog, to be fair, but I will share that with you. So the first thing that I got money for is I got some money for course sales. So I've got an e-course all about reducing your food spend. So how to reduce your food spend at the supermarket or the shops or wherever you spend your money on food, so that you can reduce that and also reduce your food waste. I don't actively market it very often. I don't really share it very well. I could be a lot better at that, I suppose, but I don't. But this in January were the course sales from November, because you have to wait a certain amount of time. So the amount of money I made from that in January is £29.32. Seems like a really random number, but it's because the platform I use is called Teachable and they pay you in dollars, and that's the converted amount, which is a bit I don't know, it doesn't, I charge, the course is £8, so obviously that number doesn't kind of correlate to that in any way, or doesn't feel like it anyway, but there you go. Obviously Teachable take their own fees off that first as well, so that's why it's a bit of a random number. The second thing I got money for is I work as a virtual assistant, and I've got a video coming up about that, about what that means and what you can offer. I currently only have one client for this, and I don't do very much in terms of hours for her, but it's, you know, I really enjoy it. I enjoy working for her. I enjoy the kind of thing I do, and so VA work for January was £96, and of course that's something that I do at home. I do that on an evening, kind of sat in the comfort of my own home. I did have more clients and kind of I'm looking to add more to that, but that kind of thing is very much word of mouth, rather than, you can't kind of say, oh, is anybody looking for a virtual assistant? You kind of need to be recommended to people, but yeah, that's not, you know, it's not a bad amount for that in a month. The next one is I did some sponsored work on my blog. So that was £100. Nice easy blog post there. Some people charge a lot more, some people charge less. You know, I'm okay with that. Obviously it would be great if people pay more, but at the same time, you know, £100 will feed our family for nearly 2 weeks. I can't turn that down really. The next line is affiliates. So there are a couple of companies that are included in that. Affiliates is where you link below to a product, and if someone clicks through and buys that via your link, you earn like a tiny commission for that. So for example, when I do my cash envelope stuff in videos, I link below the binder and the cash envelopes that I use. They're on Amazon, and if someone clicks through and purchases that via my link, I get about, I don't know, about 40 pence I think. It's not a lot. There are some bloggers who make like an insane amount of money through affiliate income a month. It isn't really a focus for me. but you know, it's handy when it comes in. I don't get payments from affiliates every month either, far from it. There are some bloggers who make thousands from one company. I'm not going to name the company or the bloggers, but you know, if you kind of crack the affiliate marketing thing, it can be really good. But anyway, for me, affiliates for this month, £26.27. Again, not too bad, I suppose. I haven't really done anything for that, if that makes sense. Again, always wish that it could be more, but you know, at the end of the day, it all adds up, as I keep saying to people. So yesterday on Instagram, I did a story about the fact that I'd sent over £1.47 as a mortgage overpayment, and someone replied saying, like, what's the point in doing something when it's so small? But if you sent over £1.47 every day, you know, over time that adds up to more and more, and that's the impact of that. And the last thing, so you might know or might not know, I sell a budget planner on my blog, and it doesn't cost a lot, and I don't sell a lot. I don't really market it this very well, and people make a lot of money from these, but I do not. But I put it on there because the product itself, and again I'll link it down below if you want to purchase that, I'd be very grateful, but at the same time it's there to help you. The budget planner is the exact one that I use to track all of our expenses and our money, so it's something I use anyway, and would print out and design each month for me anyway, so it's not like I'm doing something extra, if that makes sense. But product sales, and believe me when I say I don't make a lot, I really don't make a lot. Product sales is £11.97. Told you it wasn't a lot. So the total of that is £263.56. Which isn't bad. Let's highlight that. I'll do like a good highlighter. So £263.56. Did I just say that about 263? Yeah. So my expenses, I'm not going to like list all these separately. Expenses came to £35.32. So after that, my calculator, always have a calculator, and I've got an old-fashioned calculator, it's not my phone. So £263.56 minus £35.32. So the total after expenses is £228.24. Hey, and do you know what? I'm okay with that as a starting point. I think that's okay. Obviously, you know, we could always want more. Obviously, this wouldn't kind of replace any kind of income, like daily job income, far from it. And the other issue, I suppose, with side hustle income is the fact that it is not consistent. So one month it might be loads less than this, another month it might be higher than this. It's really inconsistent in terms of what I get. And the other thing is I only count it when I've actually received the money. So I've done some other sponsored content in January, but I've not been paid for it yet, so it doesn't show on here. So of course I'd love my product sales to be more. I'd love, you know, to get people to buy products, because I do generally think they would be helpful to people if they use them. So yeah, if you want to download the February budget planner and use that, A, I'd be grateful, but B, it is there for you to help. Not for you to help, it's there to help you get in control of your finances. Affiliates I keep thinking I should look at again, but I don't know. We'll see. I save 35% for tax and national insurance. So that isn't the total amount that I get to keep, which is fine. And this month I have actually, I've just transferred it into our current account for this month, because we, we're fairly tight by the end of the month in terms of our budget. So I think I transferred over about £140 in the end, just to our current account. But in future I would like to use my side hustle income. I think this is what I'm going to decide to do. I think I'm going to use my side hustle income to overpay our mortgage. So I've done like a 2020 financial overview of what I want us to do this year, and it's based on just our income, as in what we get from our day jobs, and it doesn't include anything else. It doesn't include anything else that I get from kind of blog stuff, or even like selling things online, which I don't do very often, as you know. But I would love this kind of side hustle stuff to start having a bit more of an impact on our mortgage, I think. I keep chopping and changing. I don't know whether to use it to put more into investments, but then I'm thinking, but if I pay off the mortgage, you know, our early retirement dream includes being mortgage free. Another thing I keep thinking, obviously I would love it if YouTube was like an income stream, but I'm far from that yet. But my aim for the end of the year is to have, when I write these out, is to have YouTube as one of these, because that would be really cool. But yeah, so that's my side hustle income for January 2020. Like I said, it's not the biggest amount in the world, but I cannot complain at that at all, I don't think, as a starting point. And as always, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you again very soon.